just can't let you know.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Ice Blade.
Welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is Ice Blade with another YouTube video. Today we're just doing a quick DIY project. The DIY project I'm doing is installing a thermostat on my Weber kettle braai. Now on the Weber South African side it is referred to as a braai, but I know in other countries around the world they refer to it as a kettle barbecue or doing a barbecue. So I will be jumping around the place referring to braai or referring to barbecue. It is essentially the same thing. Braai is just a term we use in South Africa. It was essentially an Afrikaans term, my home language, but it is adopted by English and Afrikaans speaking people in South Africa as a legit term for doing this. I mean, it's even referred to on the official South African Weber website as a kettle braai. So today we're doing the modification. Now there is a certain models of the Weber where it is already installed, and essentially when I bought this like 8 years ago, I did not see the purpose in paying the premium to have that model. Didn't see the purpose of temperature control at that stage. Now I have evolved in my techniques and in my braai skill, so now I need this, and it will basically allow me to turn my Weber into a smoker when I do need to do like a whole chicken or something, and also when I'm doing rotisserie style dishes. Opening up the lid to check on your coals and to see if everything is still fine inside has the drawback of when you're opening the lid, you releasing all the built up heat that you now accumulated in there, which is supposed to make your process faster, and you're kind of working against yourself. So now with the thermostat I can actually monitor the temperature inside and see that everything is still going as it's supposed to without opening the lid and without basically expelling all the heat that I have now built up in there. So the process of installing this thermostat is not an official process. It's not on the Weber site, and the thermostat itself is not an official Weber thermostat. You can buy the Weber thermostat, and what I like about the Weber thermostat is actually that the thermostat itself, the probe, is much shorter. So this is just my thinking, and you can basically install it any place you want. But mine is going to be opposite the vent holes. I just think that the vent holes is going to extract air. There's going to be more airflow there. Opposite is more calmer space in the Weber lid. And like if you have the original Weber with the shorter probe, I would go directly in the middle, probe downwards. Now with the longer probe, my thinking is to kind of do it at an angle. So either at the side of the lid or where the lid kind of bends, so that the angle would take away from the length and that this probe would not be sticking into my chicken or something if I have a bigger dish that I'm doing. There's no official way of doing this, so if I do mess this up, this is the first time I would be doing this. This video would be titled How to Not Install Your Weber Thermostat. Currently, I have put some thought into this. I know that this is enamel coated, so is not to drill from the inside outward. force the enamel to rip and do more damage. So I would be doing it from the outside inward. Tools that you would need to do this job, or that I thought I would need to do this job, is just basically any black heat resistant spray paint, so that we can, after drilling the hole, just cover up all the protruding metal parts, or would protect against rust. This is staying outside though. So also arrange the size of the nut on the back of your thermostat to just tighten it up at the end. I also would be using a punch to just create a dent where I would be drilling, because these enamel coats is quite slippery, so putting a drill on that, it might be running all over the place and I end up scratching and not drilling. And then speaking about that, you would just need like a drill, any type of drill. I'm using a cordless. I would be linking to any of the equipment I used if you don't have that. I also thought of getting just a basic caliper to just measure the size of the drill I need to use, so that I don't go excessively small or excessively big and we have a loose fitting thermostat. Hammer for the punch I would suggest, and then also a drill bit to the size of your thermostat. Now you must remember the probe is a different size from where the thread is. The thread is the biggest part of the thermostat, so I would be measuring the size on the thread so that it fits nice and snug into my lid. And that's about that. Okay, so if you have your spot you want to install the thermostat, like I said, just going to use a punch, nice sharp point, and get the angle about right. Say about there.
Just do it!
A nice tap.
Just do it!
Okay. And then basically you would just measure the thickest part, that would be the thread. Seems like it's 6. So you can basically just put your drill bit in there if you don't have sizes on your drill bit, and see that it fits there. Just go there. Right thing to do is to have eye protection. I'm already wearing glasses, but this might chip and spit some things back into your eyes. Would suggest just starting very slowly. Okay, so we got a hole, nice perfect fit. Now just your heat resistant spray paint. Shake it up good. More good. Okay, I'm just going to use a small paper, tore a little hole out there so I don't overspray too much. Just put that over my little hole, and then just give it a small spray like that. Don't need excessive amounts. And then on the inside I'll also apply a little bit. Just watch for the spray out now this time. Here we go. So if your spray job is complete and dry, you can just take off the nut at the back, and it should also have a washer if it doesn't, get one. Now just make sure that you install the thermostat so that you can actually read it and it's not upside down. Just going to turn this baby around, put in your washer at the back, then your nut, just tighten it with your fingers, and then make sure that your thermostat is still in the right reading position. So just keep it in the right position like that, and just finger tighten it at the back. And if it's in the right position and you're completely happy, then you can just tighten it with your tools. There we go. Nice and tight. Not a lot of tools needed to do this. And working. It's installed. Now the probe is at an angle at the back. Okay, to complete the test, tomorrow I'll just do a quick barbecue or braai and see how our temperature gauge actually does in a working environment.
Let me in and let me go. Honestly, try honesty. No, just tell me what I want to hear, 'cause it could save us. Let me fly, I've got my hopes, but I can hardly see why I'm still chasing. It's not worth it for me anymore. Crashed and burned 100 times, I'm lost. I just can't let this go. Every last chance I had is gone, but I just can't let you know. I just can't let you but I just can't let
Thanks for watching, guys. Please give this a like if you found this helpful, and remember to subscribe. We do need some friends on here, and see in which direction we can take the channel. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice one.